Hello fellow YouTubers, Felix here, and welcome to the 10th stage of the Vuelta España in the MLC. And today's stage is going to be another exciting stage in the Vuelta España. And expect guys like Valverde, Contador, and Quintana to dominate. I'm kind of disappointed about Nibali. I would have thought Nibali would have won a stage by so far, but he hasn't. So that's quite a disappointment. How many points are they actually going to get on this category once? I'm sorry for me just random thinking, but I'm just taking a look. 10 points. So by going up that category 1 and getting first, it's actually quite a lot of points. Will we see anyone going for that today? Because we have a lot of talent in this peloton. We might see guys attacking just for the mountain points and then just start riding. But it seems like no one has attacked so far. We see Valverde moving to the front just to be sure, and Sergio Paulinho is sitting dangerously in the front. It might look like this Portuguese guy is going to do something today. It wasn't Paulinho who was going to do something today, it was Thiago Machado, and he's going off all by himself, and he might be going for those category 1 points. It's 10 points, which leaves him only 11 points behind Alejandro Valverde, but he has to think that Alejandro Valverde is going to get a lot of points in that final climb, because he's most definitely is going to be in top 10. I mean, Alejandro Valverde has been such a big surprise so far. Even though he was picked first pick, he kind of sees a surprise. And Luis Leon Sanchez has just been attacking every single day, trying to get in the breakaway. But we see Vini Fantini saying quiet, not really setting a pace at all, actually. They're just leaving Machado and Luis Leon Sanchez going away. They're not the biggest threats, but they could win the stage. But who really cares about winning the stage when you have the red jersey? So it's teams like BMC, Francesco Schur, and Team Joker that has to do something. There's actually 4 points to get this intermediate sprint, or actually 2 points, my bad, for the peloton. Will they go for it? They shouldn't in my opinion, but we'll probably see someone sprinting. We actually see Jürgen Rollins up there. He can't sprint for this, but he won't. Instead, we see Elbows and Hagen sprinting with the old Tom Bonen. Tom Bonen used to sprint for all these points, but he's now going to battle with Elbows and Hagen, and he's going to lose. And we actually see Cavendish just falling behind. What the heck was that? Cavendish has been quite the major disappointment so far. He used to be the sprint king, and now he's more like the sprint princess. I mean, he's just been disappointing. And right now the breakaway has around 5 minutes, and they're not even going that at it. I mean, they have 5 minutes down to the peloton, it's not that bad. But they most likely won't keep this. I mean, I can see Thiago Machado attacking this category 1, leaving Luis Sanchez behind, but Luis Sanchez comes back up again on this downhill, and then Thiago Machado leaves him again, and they all just get caught by the peloton dukes it out. That's what my prediction is, but I guess we'll see what's gonna happen. Like the last mountain stage, once again we see an attack, and this time it's 2 guys from the same team as well. And we see Kreuziger and Bittencourt trying to get away. Peter Villas, the guy who attacked in the other mountain stage, and Sergio Henao. This is all guys we've seen before attack, but 2 guys from the same team? I mean, this is just CC Polska saying, you know what, we're such a disappointment yesterday with Phil Gilbert, our first round pick, that today we're gonna go out with Bittencourt and Kreuziger and just do our best. Right now, Peter Villas and Henao both got a free ride, like Contador and Ron had yesterday. They both have that right now, because they have no need to pace when the other team has 2 guys in this. And they will most likely not keep this, because they have 25 kilometers to the mountaintop, and that's probably what their finish line is. But we'll see what they can do, and they only got 36 seconds down to the peloton, and that's nothing. Let's see if my prediction was right. The breakaway has just hit this mountain, and behind them, Sergio Henao has just attacked up to him. He's trying to go alone with these 2 guys. He knows that Thiago Machado is really strong, and he wants to work together with him. So when Thiago Machado attacks, he's gonna follow up. But the 3 guys from behind are not too far away, and it looks like Kreuziger and Bittencourt both stopped pacing for some reason. I don't know why. They might have used too many efforts on the flat road. But right now, they're around 2 minutes down to the peloton, and this would have been the most genius tactic of the year if this actually works out. We'll see if it does. Luis Leon Sanchez in the front right now, pulling these guys. I don't get why he's pulling right now. He might just be doing the full sign tactic and setting quite a good pace, but still, I mean, you should not be setting the pace like that when you have Thiago Machado and Sergio Henao with you. But I guess when you're Luis Leon Sanchez, you don't really care about anything. You're like, oh, I've been in this race for so long, you know what? I'm just gonna pull my seniority card and just do whatever I want. Let's see what they can do. We also see the 2 CC Polsat. I mean, how often do you say CCC Polsat? How often is it you say that team? I mean, it's so easy to butcher, and I keep on butchering it every single time. Sergio Henao is actually pulling the pace, and Omega from a quick step has done a real good job so far with around Henao, doing better than they did in the Tour de France, where Henao abandoned the first stage, and it was Bittencourt in the first stage, and Henao later on, and they were really to no help for Nibali. Right there, they're not to help to Nibali either, but that's because they're not in the same team. Bradley Wiggins has been dropped from SKT. This guy has not been having the best Vuelta España so far. He's right now 12th in the GC, and he's having a real trouble. Like, he's having a bad time keeping on to the peloton from the high pace of Michael Rogers and Andrew Talansky in the front. I mean, this American guy is just doing so good. Welcome, reach out to the American team. They might be working together. And as you see, Tiago Machado has been dropped out of the front group. This Category 1 mountain has been doing so much pain to all these guys. And will these guys go for these mountain points? We see Crozier getting to the front right now. These guys might just hand it over to CC Polset, but Peter Vils already have some mountain points and he might go for this. So will Luis and Sanchez, but I think they'll just make a compromise saying, you know what, CCC, you deserve this. You pull most of the efforts and we give you these points. And it looks like they will. And there will be no attacks down from the peloton trying to get us away. Well, or is there any mountain points they can get? No, there is not. I don't think so. No, there is not. They'll just keep on pacing along. Bittencourt has left the breakaway. He wants to go all by himself. Kreuziger has done his work and he's now leaving his captain off to the races. Can he do this? Right now he has got Luis Leon Sanchez trying to pace for him. This guy's an amazing downhill. And so is Sergio now. And he's already been caught. They're just trying to put up the acceleration in this group. Because they're actually losing a lot of time to the peloton already. Jean-Pierre Christophe is just so fast. They can't keep up with this pace. Oh, is that? No, I thought Roman Bardet was going for a second. And TJ Slachter as well. But they're not. TJ Slachter is actually 10th in the white jersey classification. It's pretty good. And Luis Leon Sanchez and Peter Vils are going off. Peter Vils wants to do something. He was inspired by the breakaway yesterday. And he says, you know what? I can do it today. Only 14 kilometers to the top. And this is going to be right in the edge. But we see Nibali trying to attack Will Alberta. And so is Luis. Is that Samuel Sanchez trying to attack? Yes, it is. And there goes Bittencourt once again. He's got to try. Peter Vils in the front right now. Got a minute. He could actually keep that. He's a very good climber. Valverde is kind of trying to attack Samuel Sanchez. This is what, just one big line of attacks. And Wiggins actually caught up to the front group, but he's got to use a lot of efforts to do that. Balkan Mollema is attacking. Flasco is demanding that Mollema is trying to get away. And he's actually creating a gap. Who's that going there now? That's Moreno. Daniel Moreno's going off with Samuel Sanchez. Urano going. Urano's been a really good fare right now. He's 4th in the GC. He's been doing really good. We now see Piero Lansing a high pace, 11 kilometers to the top, and they haven't even hit the real mountain yet. 7 kilometers to the top, but those 7 kilometers are going to be so difficult, and the peloton's together right now. Quintana's going off. Alberto Contador is trying to follow, but Balkan Mollema is blocking him. Quintana has created a gap of 15 seconds. Balkan Mollema is not fast enough, and he's actually creating a gap of 20 seconds. Can he catch up to Alejandro Valverde right now? There goes Alberto Contador. He's catching up to Quintana right now. Jürgen van der Broek is also trying to attack, but he's not being able. Here he is. A fireman group right now is chasing these one-man groups. Can Quintana and Alberto Contador work together? If I was Quintana right now, I'd almost stop and wait for Contador and try to work together. Quintana's actually got a 40-second gap. Quintana is taking time on Valverde right now. There goes Uran. Uran is accelerating this group. It might not be the best for Quintana, but he's doing his own wishes. He won't let Contador get away because Contador is going to catch up to Uran. There you go, two-man group. They're leaving Scaponi, Mollema, and Van den Broek behind. They caught up to Contador, but they still got a 30-second gap up to Quintana. This young Colombian is doing so good, and right now he's slowly gaining on that gap to Alejandro Valverde. Uran is doing a really good job, and Valverde might be looking to get him as a lieutenant next year if he keeps on this high pace. Let's see what Contador can do. Can he catch up to Quintana? He's kind of caught in no man's land. Like, he's not doing good, but he's not doing bad. Valverde's doing bad, and he's losing up to 50 seconds to Quintana right now, and he's getting helped by the devil in the Vuelta España. What is this? This is not the Tour de France. And Contador is taking a lot of time on Valverde right now. Also, keep in mind that the green jersey is up for grab, so if Contador gets a lot of points in that one, he might take it away for Valverde. Valverde is still just sitting on Uran's wheel, hoping for Uran to pull him to the finish. Nibali is losing a lot of time. He might go out of top 3. I think he will after this, because guys like Uran and Quintana and Alberto Contador get in there. But the big winner today has to be now Quintana. Team Joker is doing so good, and he's catching up to Valverde right now. He's gaining a minute 10 on Valverde. I mean, this is just dream work for Team Joker. Even Contador is doing good. I just imagine if they would have worked together, how much time would they have gotten? But Quintana's going to get around 1 minute, it looks like. The time is ticking right now, and they're sprinting down from behind. Even Uran is going to beat Valverde. Valverde has nothing left in the tank, and he's going to lose a lot of time. There we have Nibali coming over the line, doing really bad. Mollema beats Van den Broek on the line. Scaponi's coming in now. These lose has 2 guys to go in, Sergio now and Daniel Moreno. But we'll take a quick look at the podiums, because a lot of things rocked around in this stage. What a beautiful sight to see now Quintana up on there. He gained around 58 seconds on Valverde. That is quite a lot. So right now he's like behind a minute 10 or something like that. He can easily get that. Like if he can do this today, he can do that again. He played this so brilliant. Yeah, he's behind 55 seconds on Valverde. Contador is getting real close. He took out Nibali. Nibali kind of disappointed right there, but he's still in change of that third place. I think it's going to be between Quintana and Valverde for first place, but then you have Contador, Uran, Nibali fighting off for that third place. Valverde still got the green jersey by 13 points down to Contador. Can Contador get that one? If he keeps riding like he did today, he will definitely get that one. But Valverde still has a lot left in the tank. The Vuelta España is far from over. What about the white jersey? Actually, the mountain jersey. Quintana's getting close, only 5 points behind Valverde. And if he keeps on winning stages, he will take that one away. But it's a Vuelta España. No one ever knows what's gonna happen, except for the white jersey. I think Quintana's got that one, unless he crashes. Kwiatkowski and TJ Van Garen like following together. They only have 4-second difference, which is like nothing.